I greet you in Jesus' precious name. It's just wonderful to be with you on the farm again. I want to speak to you about the wilderness. Are you going through a hard time at the moment? Maybe you even feel that the Lord has deserted you. Do you feel like that? I understand. I've been there myself many times. But I want us to go to the book of Hosea. Hosea, right at the end of the Old Testament, Hosea chapter 2 and one verse 14. This is what it says. Therefore, behold, I will allure her, will bring her into the wilderness and speak comfort to her. I will allure him, I will allure her and bring them into the wilderness. Why? Why the wilderness? Well, I can tell you something right now. If I look back on my Christian walk, which is almost 40 years now, the times that I remember with the most sweetest memories are the times when I was in the wilderness. That's right. My darkest times, the times when things weren't going well for me, when we were in serious financial difficulties on the farm, when there was a drought situation, when there was a big fire that had taken place, when my children got sick, maybe when I lost my little nephew when he fell off the tractor that I was driving. A terrible, terrible time. It was at that time that the Lord Jesus Christ was the closest to me. That's how I felt. I know He's always close to us, but I felt His presence. It's when you're in the wilderness, my dear friend, that God speaks to you the most clearly because you are prepared to listen. See, I would wake up in the morning and say, Lord, the maize crop is dying. My debts are at maximum. I don't have any income. I need rain, Lord. And there's not a cloud in the sky. That's when you get on your knees and you spend time with God because there's nothing else to do, you see. You can't make a plan. You can't make it rain. Get on your knees. Jesus sometimes takes you and me into the wilderness situations and circumstances in order to get our undivided attention. See, sometimes we don't listen to God. He's trying to speak to you, but you're so busy making a plan, doing your own thing, that you can't hear Him. He's speaking, but you can't hear Him. Then He'll take you into the wilderness where there's just you and Him. And then you can hear Him clearly. You can hear the pin dropped in the desert of affliction. That's where Jesus becomes everything to you and me. And that's where we really appreciate His company and His counsel. See? Because, Lord, I don't know what to do. The banks are foreclosed on me. My child is sick, just like Jairus. Remember, he came to Jesus, my child is sick. They came and they said, don't bother the teacher, your child is already dead. Jesus says, no, she's not dead, she's sleeping. I want to say to you, it's in the wilderness experience, more than the company of those in the world. When we are secluded, Jesus speaks to our hearts with no outside interference. See, not a whole lot of people telling you do this, some say don't do that, some say sell, some say buy, some say marry him, some say don't marry him. No. Get on your own and God will tell you what to do. No outside interference. With the love of God and away from the temptations of this life, Jesus can speak clearly to you and me. So as we come to a conclusion, I want to say to you, don't despair and don't be distressed if you're going through a tough time. That's not the time to run away from God, like the disciples did in the Garden of Gethsemane when the high priest soldiers came to arrest Jesus. That's the time to run to God. Because if you're with Jesus, no one can harm you. So remember, until next time, keep close to Jesus. Goodbye.